Love Island the game has just come out worldwide this past Wednesday, and we're going to be taking a look today at some of my first impressions about Volume 1. This is a recap video. If you haven't seen my live stream or you haven't played the first, second, and third episodes of Love Island the game yourself, please go and do that and then come back and watch the rest of this video, because together we're going to talk about things. We're going to get into it. We all knew that we were expecting a lot from this season. We've been asking for an all-star season for years and years and years. I have been excited for this, I've been hoping for this, and so far I kind of think Fusebox is pulling through, and I think they're doing a really good job. What do I mean by this? Well, the cast, so far, they've been really good. We've got several characters that we've seen before and several characters that have plausibly been on Love Island, either in seasons that RMC has been in, or seasons that we may have played but they may have been in Casa Amor. Let me explain. One of the first things that did frustrate me slightly is that we cannot be an MC from the United Kingdom. For me and for filming, I always feel like I find it easier in my accent. I really want to put as much character as possible into the characters in the game. And then for me, that means speaking with my sort of like normal accent for that. Can't choose that. What we do have is we have the ability to choose between Love Island US, Canada, South Africa, and Australia. And we chose for our character Australia. We got to create her as well, and I found that so exciting to be able to sit down and oh my gosh, I swear, every season of Love Island that comes out, we get better character creation options. This time round was no exception. We did have two body types. I have to say, I really like the first and the second body type. I really like the look of both of the body types, the first one and the second one. I think they look really, really good. I think I'd love it if there was a third body type as well to choose from. And of course, we're still holding out that maybe one day we can play as a masculine presenting character, but so far that is not the case, and it's definitely not the case with this season of Love Island, the game All-Stars. We have loads of new hair options. Now, when I was showcasing these in my live stream, you didn't seem to be very impressed with them. And you know what? I feel like this might be for good reason. They were definitely an interesting blend of looks, shall we say. We've got this one. That's so flat. The texture is so flat. I feel like here, sorry, this side looks really good. Like how they've drawn it here looks absolutely incredible, and then the rest of that hairstyle just like it all blends to nothing. This hairstyle in particular, the little buns, I really fell in love with, and I think that these are just absolutely wonderful and just perfect for the stream and the vibe that we were going for. So I'm really glad we did that, and I really like the purple and teal colorway. One thing I don't love about the colorway, and it frustrates me a lot, is the fact that the hair, because of the way it sits and the way it falls, and I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is, but the colors can change between hairstyles. For instance, we went for this purple and teal, but if you look, you can see that if you skip between all the different hairstyles, sometimes it looks more bright, sometimes it looks darker. I love the new makeup as well. I love this red lip that we went for in the end. It's kind of like muted. It's just really nice, and I really love it. And then we had to select our character's name, and obviously I struggled with this, so I asked you in chat, and we had a poll with a choice of 3 names, and Iris won out. So thank you so much to the wonderful person who suggested Iris. There we go. Okay, so it's Iris. It's Iris. It's Iris. I feel like it really suits our character. So now we're in the villa. We've got dressed up. The bikinis were actually really, really lovely, and I liked them a lot. Let's have a look at some of these swimsuit options. Let's have a look. So this is the standard one. I actually don't hate the standard swimsuit on our character. We've got this one, which again does suit her. This one, which again does suit her. This one, which I feel like really suits her. This one, which I'm not loving, and this one I'm not loving for her. But I'm okay with the free version. Is that bad? I kind of love the free version. I decided to go for just like the plain black bikini. I think it suited Iris the most. So we went into the villa. Just as we were about to go in, we got to choose what kind of overall vibe there was to go and say hello to the characters. You make your way through the villa and see the pool glimmering in the morning sun. It's time to make your big entrance. Did we say we were going to do flirty? I think this is going to set the tone for our whole character. This is completely up to you, right? This is going to be the whole season. Maximum flat, cool as ice, or wacky and fun. And we decided to go in with this flirty approach that I was so excited for. We went in, and we definitely gave flirty. This is where we got to meet all of the characters so far. Hey boys, did someone order an extra spicy dish? Boys, may I introduce you to the fabulous Iris? You need no introduction, but I do. I'm Henri. This is Henri. He is beautiful. He is very, very lovely. I love his tattoos. We've got the double sleeve life going on, you know. He's right. Anyone knows who Iris is. I'm Chen, by the way. They will get accents. I'm sorry. Please bear with me. A different Henri from the last season. Henri is in Too Hot to Handle. Yeah, you're almost as iconic as me. Almost. Do I really have to say my name? Oh, who said he was like the Liam type? I see that. I see it now. Yeah. Oh, well, it's Hamish. This is Hamish. I think he maybe is the best looking, but he seems like the biggest... I'm gonna go for a British plonker. Stood beside Hamish is another girl. She's smiling at you, almost taken aback. Wow, you're even more stunning in real life. I'm Natasha. It's nice to finally meet you. I think she is a gorgeously designed character. I think she is absolutely wonderful. I love this character so much already. Natasha, beautiful. Hey everyone! And that's where we get to choose what season of Love Island we're on. We chose Australia and then we got to meet the girls. And Natasha immediately came out with this. You might not remember me because we never got to meet, but I was a Casa girl in the same season as you. And I thought that was a really nice way of being able to tie in how we know someone without actually feeling like we, the audience, should know who they are. I don't know. I just really liked that. I thought it was a really nice touch. So we have our character picked out. She's from Love Island, Australia. She is flirty. She's vibey. I think she's probably the sort of person who, when she's at home, she may be a Twitch streamer, just saying. I don't know where she could have got that from. But also, she just seems really lovely and nice. And we've got to pick her profession as well. She's a chef. And I think that's really interesting. It definitely makes a difference from some of the other professions we've had, or at least the ones that I've played. Initial attraction. I thought that there were some good choices. We ended up coupling up with Chen, even though we'd much rather couple up with Natasha. And then when we'd coupled up with Chen, this happened. Hello, boys. It's Melissa, and she is looking fierce. This is Melissa. I love her so much. I think she just is incredible. This is Melissa. Oh no. Oh no. The boys smile at Melissa nervously, all except for Hamish. Melissa bites her lip as she looks at Henry and Chen. Maybe I am going for Henry. Well, hello there. Are you ready to meet our Love Island boys? That's okay. I know who I'm picking, but I haven't even told you their names. No need. I know who everyone is. The boy I would like to couple up with is Chen. So yeah, Melissa came in and swooped in and stole Chen from us, leaving us coupled up with Henry, who for the first half of the live stream I was calling Henri, and then you guys told me he's from Chicago. He's probably called Henry. That's fine. That's not a problem at all. So he's now forever known as Henry. Okay? Keep that in mind. I did feel like there was a lack of chemistry between Henry and Iris, our main character, but I thought I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because you never know what's going to happen. And I really like Henry as a character. Then we have a bombshell, and a bombshell comes and joins the villa in the form of Finn. Now, we had predicted that Finn was going to come and join the villa, and I'm not surprised about it at all, but it is nice to have him back. It's really nice to have a face that we are all very, very familiar with. And I think Iris was like having a little bit of an interest in Finn, just saying, just a little bit of a, oh, seeing what's happened. Oh, so we have the core islanders here. We have the main visitors, and also, may I say, this, I haven't touched on this yet, but this episode is actually hosted by a VIP host, Bella. And Bella says there may be some more people coming and hosting, and I kind of think Bobby might be one of them. I kind of think Chelsea might be. I think anyone who's already had a Sprite is likely to be here, which also makes me feel like Felicity, who had a Sprite drawn up for the last season, Tempting Fate, she might come back as an Islander as well. We get a text. We're going to play X-Rated the game, and this is basically where we're going to have a look to see what people's exes have said about them. That can only be dramatic, right? So we go in, we're waiting around the fire pit, and suddenly we hear heels on the floor. Sometimes it just feels like my past is following me. Finn is interrupted by the sound of the villa doors bursting open. Then the slow click and clack of heels approaching across the decking. No, you can't be serious. I'd recognize the sound of those heels anywhere. Hello. What's the matter, Finn? Cat got your tongue? That's right. She's back. Cat's back. She's got her claws in, and her and Finn immediately have a little bit of a tense moment. Finn's kind of trying to keep it to himself. He's not trying to drag Cat too much, but guess what Cat's doing? She's putting Finn down pretty constantly, and I think that's going to be a very interesting dynamic throughout the course of the season, especially because over the 3 episodes, it just feels like Cat wants to be one of the girls, and I kind of love that for her. We've also managed to have private chats in the meantime with Henry and Chen and Finn, but when Cat comes back, the episode has ended and we have to wait for episode 2. This is where we play X-rated and we go through example after example of things that their exes have said about them. There's no real surprising things. Obviously, Cat and Finn have put some digs in about each other. One thing that we do find out is that Natasha is good in bed. So we have a little bit of a flirt with Natasha, and I think this is going to kickstart a whole journey for Iris and Natasha. I really like them. I think they're going to be a fantastic couple. If things go that way, I really actually think that Iris and Natasha could be endgame. Let me know what you think in the comments. Cat leaves a review of Finn, and we chose to side with him. And because Cat and Finn are both single, they have to pair up together. So it's now Cat and Finn sharing a bed at the end of the day. But we're not there yet. But it is awkward. We have a private chat with Natasha, which also means that we have some steamy eye contact. And we're really feeling the vibes off Natasha. It's Iris and Natasha. I'm telling you right now, watch the space. Now we come on to picking our outfit for the evening. And what is this? Fuse box? What is this? Maybe there's something else I can look at. Doesn't hurt to look, I guess. After feeling borderline forced to pay gems for something that I didn't want to pay gems for, but props to Fusebox because you have done exactly what your job is, because that's a wonderful dress. That one, not so much. We have a private chat with Chen, and we end up having a little bit of a smooch, and I kind of love it. And it's like the first night, we're testing the waters, and as much as Natasha is on the horizon, Iris may have a thing for Chen. You both instinctively lean forward, succumbing to the moment as he brings his hand up to your face, gently caressing your cheek. You close your eyes and feel his lips press softly against your own. I also think it's really nice that Iris and Chen have this kind of, we got forced apart from the beginning, but we're gonna stay together. We are gonna find a way back to each other. And this will come back in part 3 as well. We have a dance party and the kisses happen. So we go downstairs, we do some dancing. We don't go one-on-one with anyone, but we do have a little bit of a flirty dance with Natasha and Henry, and it's a really nice vibe. Then we see over in the corner Hamish and Kat snogging. I haven't really talked much about Hamish so far, but he just reminds me a little bit of Liam from last season. He's very full of himself, but he does know what he wants, and apparently what he wants is Kat. Whereas I kind of feel like Kat's only kissing him to get back at Finn. Not sure. They have a steamy makeout session. In fact, Fusebox used a very interesting phrasing for this. You notice Hamish and Kat snogging frivolously by the swing seat. And just as they're kissing, we get distracted by another potential kiss and look up to the terrace to see Chen and Melissa getting close. Remember, Melissa stole Chen away from Iris, so this is going to be an interesting thing to see if they're kissing or not. And that's where the episode ends. So let's move on to the third and final episode. Episode 3 starts and Chen and Melissa are hugging or doing something. We're not sure, but it does look a little bit suspicious. They could be kissing. And then they come down and we decide to interrogate them about it, and it turns out that Chen and Melissa didn't kiss, and in fact Chen pulled away, which is just as well because he was only just kissing us. Excuse me, come on, boy, at least brush your teeth. We then have a private chat with Henry, and it's a bit like trying to decipher if we're a good couple or not, because we don't really know, and we haven't really had the opportunity to speak about it either. We played some games in the kitchen and found out that Finn really likes a cuddle, Melissa's a try-hard, Natasha is flirty and flexible, and then we wrap up for the evening by going into the wardrobe and having a little bit of a dressing room chat and choosing our outfit for the night. And this is the pajamas that are free. Are you joking? So again, I'm not entirely sure that Fusebox didn't know exactly what they were doing with this, but I did spend some money on some gems, even if it's the only pair of pajamas that I by throughout the whole season. I think these really suit Iris. Then we kind of have a little bit of an awkward moment between Finn and Kat. You see Kat makes a show of rolling to the edge of the bed away from Finn. All good on the way over there, Kat? Absolutely perfect, thanks. You hear her mumble quietly. I'll be sharing a bed with someone else soon enough anyway. And as we're snuggling up in bed next to Henry, Chen leaves and we don't know where he's going, but he's got his pillow and he looks like he's going to be sleeping on the day beds. And then we get the option to either go and stay outside with Chen or we're going to stay in bed with Henry. And it's a very interesting decision to make. Are we going to stick with our original thoughts of Chen or are we going to go and explore things further with Henry? Henry's very nice about it actually, and he says this. You both notice someone moving towards the door in the dark. Think it's Chen. He's got his pillow as well. He must be going to the day beds. Guess he wasn't happy to be sharing with Melissa. You catch eyes with Chen. He shoots you a flirty look as he steps out the door and closes it behind him. Henry watches you for a moment, obviously hesitant to ask you something. Look, I know I wasn't your first choice today, Iris. I'd love for you to give me a chance and see where this is going. I think it's obvious that I'm into you, but I wanted to make sure you know that you can choose where you spend the night. You gonna stay with me tonight? Okay, this is a poll time because I can't make these decisions alone. You have to decide for me. So we obviously decided that we wanted to go and sit on the daybeds with Chen, and it was really nice. We didn't have any like spicy moments, but there was another kiss and some sexy Chen talks. And just as we're settling in for the rest of the night, before any spice can happen, Melissa interrupts us. He leans forward and his eyes fall to your lips. Oh, you've really snuck out here with Iris? You both turn to see Melissa staring down at you, hands on her hips. He told me he was too hot and couldn't sleep next to me, and that he really wanted to get to know me. And that was the first volume of Love Island: The Game All-Stars. I really liked it. I thought it was a really nice, cozy introduction to the series with just the right amount of drama, and I'm really, really happy about it. I did think there were quite a lot of gem options. We didn't go for many/any of the gem options. I think the only one we went for was at the end with Chen in the daybeds, and of course the clothes. I do feel like it's really important to spend that money on clothes because I just want to feel like we have our character customized and like she is ours, and I really love that. And I really like the fact that we can make her our version of Iris. Even if her wardrobe gets a little bit repetitive, at least it will still be her. I'm also really lucky to be in a privileged position where I can put gems into the game. Previously, for other seasons, Fusebox did send me some gems, but I'm now putting my own gems in, and that is mostly funded by you watching ads in these videos or anyone who donates via my Ko-fi or becomes a channel member. So there should be a join button if you did want to become a member somewhere on the screen, and if you wanted to donate via Ko-fi, the link is always in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy and you want to catch the next live stream live, they should be every Thursday at 6 p.m. BST. Fingers crossed you can make it. Fingers crossed I continue to do them because I would really like to do them every single week. It just depends on if I can continue to do content creation full time, and I'm so lucky to be in this privileged position. I hope you enjoyed the recap style. Let me know what you think down below. If you are a channel member already, thank you so much for being part of our channel because I cannot do it without you. Thank you so much. You are all absolutely wonderful people. Thank you. And to all of you who like, comment, share, you really make this channel so special as well, and it's because of you that other people can find our channel, and it means that we can keep making videos, which is just an amazing place to be. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you get notified every single time I upload a video, and give this video a like. Thank you so much. I'd love to hear your comments down below. I really appreciate you all being such a big part of this journey, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!